Hello guys and welcome back to Field of Glory Empires. We've moved into a new turn. We're finally at peace. There's a lot of stuff to look over. I did just see that we have another unnamed army that I don't know, like, what the hell to name it after. Ammonia. Ammonia Army. That doesn't sound like a very good name, but Ammonia, sure. We'll go with that. One thing that I would love to see right about now is my loyalty overlay to see where any problem locations are. Pink is a problem. This is mine. This is a problem. We're already sitting on it. Is this where we were retreating? I don't think so. Maybe it is. This is going to draw food from all of this region, which is this, and this. I don't even know if there really is enough food to maintain an army here. Realistically, there just might not be enough food. We might need to just swap from the palisade to an orchard real quick, just to make sure we have enough food to sustain. We're also building a ranch. We're building a public works, but I think I'll swap that to a stud. Because if I'm going to protect this, it's going to need food. It's going to need way more food. Because it's too underdeveloped. Alright, yeah, supply, bad. What a supplies. That's so funny. It's real bad here. But there's no loyalty problem there. Where's my loyalty? Do we have anywhere else that belongs to me directly that's gonna have a supply problem? Or a loyalty problem, I guess is what I mean. And the answer is generally no. I don't want to saturate this with like food demand. So what we'll do instead is we'll take you and send you all the way up to one of these. Actually, I don't know which one. What's here? They're both going to have a preserved food store. Just bordering Cappadocia in case we decide to attack it. And also to defend it. We'll travel by land. That sounds good to me. And then everyone else is going. We have too much manpower and income, meaning we could probably manage another stack because we're so large. We have so many citizens. Remember, slaves don't count either. That the manpower generation's so high. I'm trying to catch up the metal and, you know, it's sufficing. We could get like a whole nother stack. I don't even know how many fucking stacks I have at this point. I guess we'll figure it out. We could definitely merge you into there. So you're good. I'd have to get started on it with the basics, of course. I don't know what the hell I just did, but all of a sudden I can make Indian war elephants. Am I getting these from India? Like how... What do these require? How am I making these? I don't know how the hell I got these. I think it's by owning... What the hell? Africa and India. Then why can I recruit them here? I'm so confused of why I have these now. This is just as defensive as a heavy infantry. It does have a lot more attack, but one less hit. I'm not going to be rushing to put these in any stacks. They are also clumsy, but they also hate the cold. Whereas at least these guys are desertmen. So, in arid terrains, they do pretty well. We've done a pretty good job of sticking to arid terrains like deserts. As I've expanded, we haven't gone into many green locations. A couple along the coast here, but mostly we've stayed in our home turf. Oh, I think hills count as arid too, so we could have some advantages elsewhere still. Yeah, I just went to recruit stuff and I was like, what the hell's that? We are officially out of spare archers, so that will have to wait. I get we'll have to, well, recruit more, basically. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I believe it was 8 and 12 cavalry are lined up there. Yeah, 8 skirmishers. And then to make this equivalent to other stacks, I'm gonna have to go somewhere and recruit archers. I know I've already recruited the fuck out of the Abyssinian ones, somewhat out of the Eritrean ones. Do we have more? Yeah, look, even in Egypt now, we could recruit these Indian war elephants. This would have been cooler earlier on than right now. What if the thing that got upgraded was the elephants? Wouldn't that have been funny? I think that would have been funny. But, hey, Egyptian archers, yeah, so we have Egyptian archers. Egyptian skirmishers. What? Are you actually different? You are. Oh. Agile. Attack. Oh. Oh, hill is rough. It's not arid, huh? Rough and forested terrains, attack bonus. That is kind of cool. It is superior to the standard skirmisher to have that bonus, I suppose. But it's not a good skirmisher because it's not improved. So its skirmishing is actually worse. It just has better attack values. So it's good if you're using it as like a defensive fixture, unit, or something. So is that what the rest of this is going to be? I think so. I'm not seeing anything else that screams archers at me. We'll recruit some of these then. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of these Egyptian archers. The money is less of a concern at this point, regardless, but those are the cheapest ones that I can recruit. And that will be needed for this stack, of which we have the range figured out for. We have the cavalry figured out for. We do still need to figure out the main front. I've just learned the hard way that there is a unit queue that we were going over, so I'll just leave that stuff building for right now, and that should be fine. I could probably just get rid of a lot of my manpower. We're getting 611 a turn, which is insane. Get rid of some of it to get some money. We don't need metal, I'll tell you that. Because I don't really know what else to do with them, and they do hit a cap, and we have to make sure we don't go like over the cap very often. Just turn it into money. It won't turn into a lot of money, but it will stop me from, I guess, going as overboard, perhaps, by doing that. And then the money can be funneled into buying locations and other useful things like that. Salt House built in Garamatia, where we also gain a population. This is just a location where we need a lot of the basics. I guess a charcoal pile's better than nothing, so I'll take that. North of there, a shepherd house completed in Tubartis, which is not very outstanding of a location. A public works would be great. Oh my gosh, it took that long just to get any infrastructure here at all. Well, good luck to this place, I suppose. Lack of supply, yeah. Finished a palisade in Durnus along the coast. We don't have a harbor. I would like a harbor. I would also like some basics, but I think I'll take a harbor. Public works finished next to that in Ardanis. I would like an anchorage. Oh, okay, wait, so a harbor. We already have an anchorage. Oh. Oh. Well, then in that case, I want more of the basics. How about, I don't know which one, actually. Probably food. Let's go with food. Food sounds good. And then we could probably just move, like, realistically, both of these guys down to infrastructure as we build more. In Ammon, we got a new population. Some other places, there's new population springing out. We got regional roads in Necratis, which is where Alexandria is. But it's, wait, no, it's not. It's next to where Alexandria is. And, oh boy, what could we use here? We don't have anybody on culture. Why? All right, I put every desertic citizen we have onto culture. That should hopefully be good. Growth here doesn't change very much, no matter what I do. Tannery would be beneficial to 2 nearby structures, which would be pretty nice, so I think I'm going to make a tannery. Why not? Next to that, we have a new population. Doesn't really change much, though. We have, in the Delta, a new warehouse. That's going to make us some infrastructure. We don't have an anchorage. Let's get an anchorage. It is slotless, after all. Next to that, a smokehouse has been built in Cassiotois. We don't want that. What do we want? We could use quite a lot of things and then just move stuff around. That's a lot of fucking food. Whoa, baby, that's a lot of food. I'll take the granary. Yeah, because I could always easily just, like, move where everybody is. For example, how does that look? Well, we could use more infrastructure, but still. I'll leave 2 of these guys on infrastructure. Maybe like 3 of them, honestly. We produce a lot of culture with just 1. It is still up from instead of having a one of these guys there. We'll get that granary going, so we don't need any non-slaves on food. And we'll go from there. New population in Melanese. Let's get all Desertics on infrastructure, all Hellenics on food. That looks pretty good. West of that, we have built a palisade in Troglodytes. A lot of... Ooh. Oh my. Whoa. I've seen these before, but just to see it have everything. Food, culture, decadence reduction. Like, that's just amazing. And we have coral here. That's perfect. A Thalassan temple. I definitely want that. And we have enough of the basics to really justify this. Doesn't cost any infrastructure. It's an upgrade from the cult site. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take that. Please and thank you. Next to that, we have a population in Egyptus. In Egyptus, huh? We have enough of the basics. We have culture. We have pretty much everything. This cannot have a Thalassan temple. This one can have a normal temple, which does cause infrastructure. And it has culture that it gives. No food like the other one. Retains or improves that conversion rate. Could go all the way up to major temple as well. That wouldn't be too bad. I wouldn't mind that here. Wouldn't mind some other things as well. We have enough slots to say go ahead and build this though. South of that, we have an orchard with 2 slots available. Orchard finished. A bloomery! Huh, when have I ever seen one of these? I don't think I have. Also, a logistic depot. That's hot. I think that's going to be there every single time now. But look at this. Metal and culture. Bonuses from iron. Needs coal. Needs to be imported, but that is an amazing building. And comes with some money at the cost of some infrastructure. That sounds worth it to me. So I'm going to build that. Next to there, we've built a copper works. Never want to pass on a copper works. We have enough of like everything. Let's get some city walls. Granary built just next to that in Albastri. And what could we use? We have a lot of things. I guess we could follow up with a blacksmith. Infrastructure plus money plus metal. That, sure. We have like every metal this could need. Iron and copper? Hell yeah. Alright, that's a good deal. Good deal. Let's head south. We already know what's going on there. South, regional roads have been finished in Ankober. We have pretty good walls already. Some base resources here wouldn't be too bad. Could be pretty nice. It'd be pretty easy to get a brickwork. The granary is the only other food-making thing here, though. We lack the grain to make it truly effective. But let's go ahead and put that down there. Move you down to infrastructure. We're going to need infrastructure here at some point. But I'll take like the final food thing so I don't get the M4 popping up. Wheelmaker done on this island and plus population. They're kind of unhappy here. They are getting kind of unhappy. Ooh. How to manage this? We have plenty of slots. A theater would be a good start to get more culture popping out. I could also try to move like 3 dudes down here. We don't need, yeah, I mean, that could help a bit. We have enough slots. We don't need that much more population at the moment. So that'll make everybody happier. The culture from the theater should also do that. Just gonna take 7 fucking turns to build. Yeah, maybe move another guy down to infrastructure too. Capital, we know we can't do anything, but a preserved food store has been built to the east of that. We have slotless, 1 thing for culture. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. Sounds pretty good to me. A Germanic citizen. How the hell did you get here? Probably was a slave. The north of that, a new population in Ada, which is a capital. Woo, look at all of this. I think I will take... That's stables. It's pretty basic for military. This is a capital. Give some infrastructure and equipment. It's like a win-win-win-win. I need infrastructure there. Brickwork done in Itamos. We have 2 slots available. Basics and culture. All looking pretty good. All looking pretty fine. Not sure what would take priority. It's not a capital. We could go slotless and go for that hospital. I don't want a fucking amphora. I don't. In some cases, I might need to build the M4 to get access to that logistics building. That's probably a thing. We already have a ton of health here. Going for more seems almost redundant, but you know what? Ugh, fuck it. Let's go for it. New pop in Catanite. And what do we want? A dyeing mill? No. Preserved food store. Yes, please. Use some more infrastructure here. What are you a part of that? Well, yeah, we could use some more infrastructure. That should be enough, though. I hope. Probably use some more culture here at some point. Growth here is not the greatest. And it already has its slaves. Physician's house done. Population gain in Dorane. We have everybody here is on food. Because look at how much fucking culture we have. And, like, negative decadence. Literally, no matter what I build here, it's going to be done basically instantaneously. I could go for the logistics depot. I go for a lot of things. I don't need a lot of things here. Especially because this is in Arabia Felix. I'll go with the Noble District to get some more culture, also some more loyalty. And we just go from there. Northwest, we have a new population in, I can't say the name of this place. A school would be slotless. We only have one slot, so I wouldn't mind that. More culture. Decadence reduction, which as we know would be pretty helpful. Sure. And move one Semitic pop down to infrastructure. That doesn't change very much at all. Not at all. Next to that, a worship place was built. We have several slots here. We could use some loyalty still. So I'll take an Oration Tribune as well. Monument is built next to that on Elana, which is the capital of this location. And, we could use some basics. We could, but there's other things. None of these would be particularly efficient. I don't think the brickwork will ever be efficient. So let's go ahead and just put down a brickwork. 2 slots available. Let's keep going west. We have regional roads in Nabatea. I feel like this game's just becoming building simulator. This blacksmith would be a good all-around thing. Infrastructure, money, metal. Give me that. West of that, we have the theater built in... I can't say the name of that. And what do we want? We have a decent spread of things. We could use still a decent spread of things. I'll get this brickwork. It also doesn't really look like it's going anywhere, so let's get the brickwork. And now we can kind of go northeast. We have an anchorage done in, oh god, Philistia. And we have 2 slots available. What do we want? Pottery would make a nearby structure do better. I don't really mind that. Sure, a potter's workshop. Does it need anything? No. But okay. Next to that, in Judea, we finished the Palace Guard. That's a national wonder. It's fitting enough to be there. A copper works. That would just be great. Money, metal, lose some infrastructure. But hey, money, metal. Put you on infrastructure, I think. We have 2 slots available. North of that, we got a new population. Northeast of that, a farm has been built. North of that, a tar workshop and a new population. This is not a capital. We have an interesting situation here. This is definitely very interesting. I'm not sure what to go for first. This would consume a fuck ton of infrastructure. Food would help me get a better spread of things? This is very weird. I think we'll go for the food first. We have to look at loyalty here at some point. That's 6 food. How much is a Semitic worth? 4. Let's move 2 of them down to infrastructure. So we're only like losing 2. Not as bad. To the east, we have built a charcoal pile on Bersaria. Several slots available. There is a bronze works available here. Copper works, bronze works. Oh man, copper works could go here as well. Which adds money, metal, costs a little bit of infrastructure, but again, this is a really good thing to build. I'll pass over the school for now. To the south, we finished a land expansion in Diakar. We can already do a land reclamation to make that even better. I don't see why not. Has to get done eventually, right? Let's do it. Let us do it. Wax Workshop has been finished next to there in Lachemedes, where we could use some infrastructure. Whoa, we could really use some infrastructure. This would be a lot of infrastructure from stone and lumber. New population and clear water in Chaldea. Chaldea, oh my god, look at that academy. That would lower decadence by a ton. That would give a ton of culture, cost some money and infrastructure. I think that's worth it. I skipped over things like that enough. We have the population here to make it work. Let's go ahead and add one more guy to infrastructure and see how that goes. New population in Susiana. Doesn't change a whole lot. Regional roads done next to that. There are plenty of slots here. I think I'll build the flax field to get a little bit more food, because I feel like, you know, looking at that, that's something we could use some more of, maybe. Or Roatis is building stuff for a while, but it did get a new pop. I'd probably put that on infrastructure, given this whole zone's situation. You know what? I'll give you another. Maybe even another, because honestly, just looking at this, it's going to take forever just to build this wall. Forget about whatever we build after that. Or 2 things, right? New population in Uxius. Doesn't change much. Fishery in Salmia. We have 2 slots available now. This is not a capital. We kind of need food and then, like, culture. Well, loyalty from the gambling ring. Let's, yeah, get the gambling ring. Gambling ring. The true winner is always the state. Damn right it is. Stuff being dismantled. I don't think... Oh, wait, no, here's something. Patala. Padala. Palabalababadaba. Is this the capital, by the way? No, it's not. I shouldn't do a whole lot here, because I'm literally just going to give it back. But that's why... I think that's why I left the slave market here. Because I know I'm giving that one back. Patala, 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 Patala. What do we want in Patala? There is only one slot in Patala, so solid walls of Patala sounds pretty good for Patala. Yeah, Patala. Why did I say it like that? We could also probably move like one guy. I didn't need to scroll all the way for that. Down to infrastructure, if not like 2. Given this situation of how much is going to be building here, which is actually a fair amount. Yeah. Alright. What have I missed? A monument in Arabia Deserta. We don't have a public works, really? Well, let's get a fucking public works then. That sounds very important. For how long have I had that? It doesn't have a fucking public works? Oh my god. Let me finish that stables in Bina. I remember placing that. Regional roads? Yes, please. Next, we have the crafter district in Koptos. Maybe I missed Africa. I don't know. I will gladly take a land expansion. Yes, please. It's 3 infrastructure. We have plenty of slots. Let's just put like, oh god, like 1 guy, I guess, on infrastructure. Sure. And then there's nobody else. Okay, maybe I did a better job than I thought. The food here is going to be awful, but we've already solved that. We have stacks going everywhere. We have things recruiting. Okay, all right. Very good. Very nice. I just want to make sure you're not like... Okay, you're not going to merge with that, right? Because I wouldn't want that. Combat power is currently 513. It'll go up with experience, but out of curiosity, if I go to factions, and then I sort by naval power, we are now ranked number 2. Still just behind the Antigonids, a bit ahead of everybody else. Enough ahead of, say, Rome, and, you know, anybody else in our region that I think we don't need a bigger navy, because I don't plan to fight the Antigonids, so it doesn't matter what kind of navy they have. Hilariously, the Nasamones fucking love me. Maybe because I let them off easy after that war? Shit. But they fucking love me for some reason. They shouldn't, because I'm just gonna kill them, but they love me. I'm just looking at what we could potentially do. I don't want to spend a bunch of money. Well, I have 32k inbound being spent on that, but maybe there's something we could buy now that we have like 20k extra. Maybe something, especially something that still borders Maria. I'd probably want them to border this though, and I just go in somewhere else. Like Osirone here. Osirone's fairly built up. I think we could trade for Osirone. Oh, it's very built up. Oh, it's very, very built up. Oh, yeah. I get a 100% chance if I give them 8,000 money and 140 metal to get all of Osirone. That's not a gigantic amount. Osirone is not, like, that important. I just don't want to overspend while I have such an important trade going through. So I'm going to go ahead and just propose that. So we have something inbound. So next turn, this should be done. Then the turn after that, that should be done. And we kind of go from there. And I might try to buy, like, a bunch of their stuff, like, in mass, potentially. Because... realistically, if I could just, you know, continuously shrink the Antigonids right now with money, we will win eventually just from that alone. Wouldn't it be hilarious if I could client state the Antigonids, like buy everything in Anatolia and then like client state the Antigonids? Would they be able to, if they're a client state, can they have a client state? I don't think so. This would probably be freed. And then they own like Greece and stuff. Wouldn't that be a funny thing? And then they'd still probably count on the loyalty, on the legacy ranking, though. Let's go ahead and end our turn, by the way. I think they would still be on that legacy ranking. So it would be like my puppet has more stuff than me, but my income would be through the roof at that point. Although at that point, maybe it would just be better to, like, fight them. Like, unally them after I buy enough, and then fight them while they're, like, a lot weaker. Oh, hey, we're at that battle now. And then... humiliate them to get their legacy. Woo! Indus Valley Chariots. This is such a tiny front. This could be an interesting battle. Indus Valley Chariots. That's scary. Cavalry, you're dead. Cavalry, you're dead. We have a lot of Roman numerals in the names of our units at this point. We have so many. Ah, these chariots can be scary. What the hell? They haven't killed anything, though. We've killed, so we can do a pursuit. Kill a bunch, and we killed their general, I think. We didn't lose a general, I think. Do we have generals for everybody? I don't even know at this point. I'll have to do a check on that. Whoa, yeah, there you go. There you are. Oh, yeah, look at Maria's ours. They accepted it. You could see, because now they're blue. I really wish they would inverse how those colors work. So it matches like every other grand strategy game ever. But yeah, look at that. Maria is now ours, but they're still in the legacy ranking. We could do the same thing with the Antigonids, but it really depends. By the time we get to that point, how close or far are we from the Antigonids? Because we could still potentially do it peacefully. So trade deal secured with Maria. Military form, heavy infantry. Convert immediately, progressively. Well, I mean, I have a ton of money. And I know heavy infantry, you know, like... I did progressively with the cavalry because I didn't have cavalry. But yeah, heavy infantry. Convert them all. 7.5k, this is why I didn't want to spend all my money. We could finally do it, we have enough buildings. I don't have upgraded regular infantry, but heavy infantry, sure. This is why I knew I wouldn't need the elephants. I'm just going to give Bob Patra back to Maria for free. I can't request anything for them and have this go through, and there's nothing really that I want to trade. They're going to be a lot weaker now, even with this back, but not too bad. Population here has decreased. Why has it decreased? I think it might mean the whole region. I don't know. No, it means right here. It just sent me over there for some reason, because that's the... I don't know why it did that, actually. I have no idea. I will go over there. This has the loyalty problems. Well, it did. Doesn't anymore. Potentially, I don't know why. Oh, it's because Maurines are on it. Another seat of power of Carthage has been conquered by Rome. We were raided. Interlopers were defeated. The Ethiopians are still here. That's cool and all, but like, I can't feed you. You should maybe move. Raided. We defeated them. Can also go ahead and build something here. I'd say a public works. Maybe. I'm tempted to go for food, just so we can feed this army that's chilling over here. But a public works is pretty nice, too. I'll get the public works. This was also raided. For, crush the invaders. We're crushing the invaders every time, so that's nice. Are you in another war? What the hell is this? You're at war with Macedonia now. Man, the Nasamones might get their asses beat just by that. New objective. Tagus? The capital of Carthage? Or a very important place of Carthage? How the hell do you expect we're going to get there? Cenotaph in the Sinai is gone. It was already ruined. Yeah, nothing surprising. And now we've built that national wonder on the capital. So I want to go ahead and before I forget anything else, we want to build something on the capital. I don't remember what now. Oh, I remember what now. Loyalty. That's right. It's at 85 now. Yeah, we keep getting a bunch of slaves here. We want, I guess, the circus. Money, a lot from wine, some cost to infrastructure. Needs wild beasts, adds a lot of decadence. This is such a decadent location. Holy shit. We have almost nothing reducing it here. But we have a lot of things for loyalty. 40 loyalty, yeah, that'll do it. That'll help. So we'll get that building, so we're good to go. And that's pretty much going to be it for this episode. I'll get all relevant troops like this moving down here. I don't think there were any more. If there were, I'll send them as well. But that'll be it for now. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.